Hello everyone, we are Team Jal, and this is Chivalry. The original story is by Neil Gaiman, and our reimagining is an animated comedy short set in modern-day Korea. Our group members include Jubin, Jiahn, Andrew, and Liv. Here you can see our emotion graph, which takes the form of the incense burner central to the conflict of our story. The beats of the story, the ups and downs, are depicted in the smoke, complete with the color script as well. Additionally, here is our movie poster, which shows the Ajumma with all of the props stacked on top of her head and the soldier trying to reach for that incense burner. The title has been tilted to match this dynamic perspective and give it a bit more flair.
Ajumma is just a normal old lady who lives a pretty mundane life and doesn't really show her expressions very much, but she has sweetness and love in her heart. So we applied the shapes of trapezoids for her to indicate that she is not as boring or static as a rectangle, but has something fun going on with her. She wears a tacky sun cap, big old sunglasses, and colorful clothes, which are the iconic outfit of Korean old women. Sato is a dreamy knight from Joseon Dynasty. He is the guardian of the place where he observes the stars and constellations to predict if there will be a war or not. Because he is so perfect, nice, and gentle, we applied a circular form to exaggerate his perfectness. And we used red, blue, yellow, black, and white colors, which are the representative colors of Korea, also for the accuracy of history. We put the embroidery of the constellations of Jujak to show he guards those stars. Also for the same reason, there is a Jujak embroidery on the ribbon of the baton that Joseon knights used to lead people. Now if you see on the right of the knight, it's his horse. He is dreamy and self-confident as a knight, so he basically has the same shape language and main colors as the knight. His body color is white to indicate his purity, and we also added the tassels that resemble the ones on the knight's hat and the baton. Minji is a teenager student who is very bored with her life, just doing her part-time job in a small store. This is her in a school outfit, which she also wears for her part-time job. We applied triangles for her to show that she is easily swayed and unstable. Because she is interested in zodiac signs, we added a little celestial charm on her phone. This is the period after she met the dreamy knight and she totally fell in love with. So in terms of shape language, there are some round shapes added to her triangular form. She wears tacky makeup, clothes, and accessories that she borrowed from her mom to look pretty in front of the knight.
The incense burner is the holy grail for our story. The main inspiration was the incense burner of Paekje, and our burner is used during the sky rituals to bring peace to Korea. Circular shapes and astronomical signs are echoed throughout the design for its connection with the night. The top is also crowned with lotus petals with unseen perforations that release the smoke. There is a figure at the top of the petals, similar to a phoenix but more like a god and the guardian of the south. This is a bird known as the Chujak. The Ajumma finds the burner, which mistakenly ended up in the store Minji works at. She cleans it, uses the top half to hold her ginseng candy, very common for Korean Ajummas to have, and uses the bottom half to hold her hengunmok plant. Moving to the first offer, the sword was presented at the 7-Eleven. This is a ceremonial sword with constellations of the Chujak. The color iterations are based on the jade and the traditional colors of Korea. And the hilt has reoccurring lotus and circular motifs linking it to the knight. During the second offer, the knight offers the Chujak egg, the dragon norige, and the persimmon of immortality. The Chujak egg is a sculpture that was used during the sky rituals. The constellations the Chujak was guarding is on the surface. The egg was created in an art form called najanchilgi, a traditional Korean handicraft with colorful and vibrant pieces of shellfish inlaid into the dark wood. A norige is a good luck charm said to bring wealth, eternal youth, and a son. Originally, these were restricted to queens, princesses, wives of princes, and people who were literate. As dragons represent wisdom, serenity, and justice in Korea, we also used the dragon from the king's royal stamp seal to put it on the same social status and to represent its power. The constellations of the Chujak are within the clouds to represent its origin. A combination of circles and trapezoids are echoed for the knight and the fact that it was one of the gifts that the Ajumma accepted. We designed the persimmon of immortality smooth and round for a much friendlier form in contrast to its power. It is made with carnelian and shines from the inside so that we can exaggerate the beautiful and magical feeling, yet also presenting the rich and juiciness of the powerful fruit.
When designing the environment, we wanted to provide a reason for the knight to accomplish his mission for peace. In our version of fictional modern Korea, war has affected the design of most things. When civilians fled the violence of the battlefront, they would pack only the most cherished belongings in their treasure boxes. The Korean treasure box motif, brass reinforcing seam lines, echoes in props of all sizes, ranging from something the size of a table to entire apartment complexes. This shows how much war has affected the minds of the average civilian, and the knight must succeed in his quest to find peace. The first set we designed was an underground shopette that specializes in fake designer bags. We heavily referenced Dongdaemun Market in Seoul to design a feeling of a crowded underground shopping center with a bit of edge and mystery. The jewelry box motif is high in density here. Shop number 67 is run by Minji, who restocks supply between texts but somehow maintains profits. The green outdoor furniture is the property of 7-Eleven in Ajumma's neighborhood, but everybody knows it's Ajumma's spot. The boxes are to help her get on the chair and no one dares to move it. Ajumma's apartment complex is a typical high-rise at first glance, but when you look at it closely, it mirrors Ajumma's trapezoidal shape language, and it is fitted with the Korean jewelry box motif. The interior of Ajumma's home gives us a glimpse into the life of a widow. The void left behind by her husband is filled with the companionship of plants. Watering devices are in heavy use in this cramped apartment, as well as stools and a stepladder for the vertically challenged Ajumma. The TV table is where the Ajumma likes to keep her favorite things, like extra visors and the incense burner.